I have to ask you as well, one of the biggest news stories this week has been the confirmation that DAZN UK will be launching in May. As a Sky Sports representative, I want to know what your views are on that and how that is going to affect Sky Sports going forward, because the contract with Matchroom UK expires next year. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts.
You know a lot, and you don't have to worry about asking me. I have to ask you. Just ask me the questions. It's not a problem. We all knew that DAZN would launch in the UK at some point. We've obviously had a very good working relationship with them over the last couple of years, nearly. And I'm very close to those guys. Jamal Niaz a great guy I've met many of the great DAZN team, Matt Miller, who sort of produces all their shows, and it's been fantastic working alongside them. And we've taken a lot of their shows over in Britain, and it's been great because we've had some good fight cards. One or two not so good, but mostly really good stuff. And we've enjoyed that relationship. They were always going to launch in the UK, so we always knew that it would become more competitive rivals, I guess. But we're very, very happy with where we are. I mean, we've got a very, very good deal with Matchroom. We've been working with Eddie for many years. I think between us and Matchroom, we've revitalised the sport in many ways. Obviously, Frank Warren has done a great job getting onto BT, and he was with Sky originally, and then Box Nation, and he's got a great stable over there. So competition with that has been healthy. Obviously, we've had others, there's Satanta, Channel 5, others that have sort of dipped in and out. We're not worried about that. We embrace competition. BT has been great for the sport because fighters are getting regular work. That's the most important thing. Customers are getting huge amounts of value across the board. Boxing's being talked about everywhere. Grassroots is flying. Even the YouTubers want to do it. Women's boxing's absolutely brilliant. But I think that we deserve some credit for that too. I think the fact that Matchroom has expanded so much that they want to work with DAZN in the US, and DAZN coming in here with boxing, not another sport, with boxing. Because remember, on Sky Sports, boxing is part of a huge listing that we have, from the Premier League to the massive cricket rights to golf to Formula One to a multitude of other sports, from darts to NBA to NFL. So and that's just the sport element of Sky, and now Comcast. There's huge amounts of sort of original content and mobile and broadband. It's a massive business. So boxing's a part of that, of course, but we are very confident. We've been in this business for 30 years. Others haven't. And we've delivered year in, year out. We've got huge amounts of great shows coming up on Sky Sports and on Sky Sports box office, and a great deal around the 10 o'clock at night time in the UK, just like Scott Quigg is here on Saturday night. Perfect for our customers, perfect for the UK fight fans. When we started to do all the international fight fans, everyone was asking me, well, where are all the British cards going? I mean, we're announcing British fight cards sort of, daily at the moment. I mean, you've got the White Povetkin on May the 2nd. You've just had today announced a great fight with Terry Harper and Natasha Jonas. First time ever that two British women will fight for a world title. I mean, it's brilliant that. You've got Savannah Marshall and Lewis Ritson in a few weeks' time. Savannah going for a world title. Great for women's boxing. You've got the Kelly Avanesian fight, at the end of March. I mean, there's a plethora of stuff coming through, and it's all on the British time zone, with AJ and Pulev as well as in the summer. So, people aren't going to have to be staying up through the night. I mean, we had the big Dallas show at the weekend, and it's great. And we thank DAZN for all their support and the relationship we've had. And that will continue. That won't just go, but it's always nice having, competition, rivalry, friendly rivalry. We all get on. We know our businesses. And we're very confident that on Sky, with our arsenal of Sky Sports News, skysports.com, all the social, the Instagram accounts that we've built, everything, that we give, a total committed view to boxing and a whole package that people can, that customers can enjoy from the digital, or they watch it on a Saturday night, and we're going to continue doing that. So the way I react to competition, when I heard Frank Warren had signed a big deal with BT a few years back, and Eddie said, what do we think about that? It's like, good, we embrace it, and we get better. We get better and better. We learn every single day. No one's perfect. No one has every sweet in the jar. We love what we do. We're passionate about what we do, and we'll continue to try and deliver everything we can for our customers. And that is the most important thing. And looking at the schedule, especially of the UK fights, in the coming 3 or 4 months, I think we're in a fantastic position.
Just touching on the massive schedule of great UK fights, not just in Matchroom but also Frank Warren as well. Fans have a lot of pay-per-view options heading into summer now. Obviously, in Frank Warren's case, he's got Dubois-Joyce. Do you feel that fans have it tough at the moment as to decide what to spend their hard-earned money on?
And DAZN are going to come in and they're going to start all cheap and all the rest of it. We know that there is going to be competition, and that is the fact. And for many years it was just us. It was Sky Box Office, then it became Sky Sports Box Office, but it was our platform. And of course, what happens when the sport develops, everybody wants a part of it, and that's business. We understand that. So yeah, people are going to have to choose, but we hope that we give on Sky not just the razzle and dazzle on fight night, but the whole build-ups to these big events. As I said, with our dedicated Sky Sports News channel, with SkySports.com, with everything that we go alongside with it. We go on a journey with these guys. We'll start with Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin, as you said, later, and we'll go on a journey with them until May the 2nd. And that's what we do. We build it up, we talk about the narrative, we try and get the casual fans embrace as well as the hardcore boxing fans who want to watch it. And we do everything we can to deliver that. But listen, I went out to Vegas a couple of weeks ago to watch Fury and Wilder as a fight fan. Just because it was on BT. Great, they did it. We tried very hard to win that, but we didn't. They had matching rights, and they went and put on a great show. I went to be part of it. We're all boxing fans here. We've got to be fiercely independent. We've got to always talk about fights on other channels. That's really important. The Daniel Dubois-Joe Joyce clash is huge for British heavyweight boxing. It really is. It's another one. We talk about the Furies and AJs and Dillian Whytes, but just underneath that, there's guys hot on their heels. So I can't wait for that fight. But yeah, you're right. There is a lot out there, but hopefully the boxing fans will like the fact that there is so much available. And if there wasn't the money in the sport and there wasn't the fanfare that we've built over the years, then you wouldn't be seeing these fights. So you are seeing them. You've got a choice at the end of the day. You choose whether you want to buy it or not, or whatever. Many we show on Sky Sports is part of the Sky Sports subscription, where you can watch football and Formula One and cricket and golf and everything else. So it's not just the fights, but we understand box office events are special. They're spectacular events. So we've got to keep them special and keep them spectacular and make sure that they're value for money, and make sure that we put everything. And I know that the team back at base will put everything they can into every single one of these events. And Sky Sports Box Office, we just raised the bar. So we hope people enjoy it. The numbers have been good in the last few years, so long may that continue.
I agree, it is a brilliant time to be a fight fan, Adam. I know it's getting busy here now, so I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for your time.
You ask me anything about Scott Quigg? Surely there'll be one question about Scott Quigg and John O'Carroll, because that is the press conference here.
Let's talk about Scott Quigg.
I think it's a fantastic fight Saturday night. It's a terrific one. The old cliche in boxing about a crossroads fight. This is an absolute classic. I think the two styles are going to mesh brilliantly. I think Scott Quigg's got a lot to prove. He's been out of the ring for a long time, and he's got home advantage. He's got that Manchester Arena back from Anthony Crolla, and before him the Ricky Hattons. Quigg's got it again, so he's got to use it. John O'Carroll, what a lively character, what a great performance he put up with Tevin Farmer. He's been sparring with Tevin as well. He's very confident that Scott Quigg's made a big error with this fight. Quigg might start the favourite, but I think John O'Carroll is fancied by many in the trade. I think it's an absolute cracker of a main event. Plus you've got Hughie Fury, you've got Anthony Fowler, you've got Jack Cullen, you've got so many on the card as well. It should be a really good night again. And as I said, it's prime time Saturday night. And with the Premier League and with everything that's happening in sport at the moment, that's where we want to be.